Hey,
Hi.
I'm Jaren. Applying for an internship here.
All right. I'm Aron.
Right.
The internship is open, so if you want to follow me, we can do it.
Okay.
Tried yoga, learned to cook, bought some plants, took classes in Mandarin. Believe me, I've tried everything. I just know there's a hole in my life, and I need to fill it soon.
Hey guys, I'm Jaren,
I'm Aron.
and this is your review on.
The intern.
I'm Ben Whitaker. I have an appointment with Miss Austin.
So she was meeting with her new intern.
That's me.
How old are you?
70. You?
I'm 24. I know I look older. It's a job. It ages you, which won't be great in your case. Sorry.
All right. So what do we think about the movie?
Well, I could talk about Nancy Myers for hours, but I'm not going to do that. She makes movies like 5 times a year, like in 5-year spans. Like, she takes a while to make a movie. But she's known for her sets, her writing, which is very grown up, very mature, very smartly written, and the big name actors she always has in her movies.
She has kind of like that warm tone in her movies, you know,
Yeah.
kind of like Gary Marshall, but it's Nancy Myers.
Yeah. Hers is very warm feeling, you feel very at home in a lot of her movies. So whoever her cinematographer is and her set designers and all that, she's got the best working for her. Out of all her movies, this is the most slowest one
Yeah,
out of her movies.
it wasn't boring.
Yeah. It didn't have as much comedy as well, okay, how many Nancy Myers movies directed you've seen?
Directed, I've seen What Women Want, Parent Trap, The Holiday. I didn't see It's Complicated or was that one?
Something's Gotta Give. Okay,
Yeah,
Something's
I
Gotta
see
Give
it.
you have to watch.
The thing that really stuck with me is that this wasn't a rom-com, and I kind of like that. So it kind of plays in both favors of both genders and both different age spans. And you know, you got 2 completely different actors in the same movie, in the same kind of set and tone. So it was very diverse, and to see, it's not like your buddy comedy, or it's not like, like I said, the rom-com thing. So you kind of have 2 different characters kind of like bleeding off screen from each other, and they kind of had like this diverse dynamic towards one another, like relate the whole relationship between them, and kind of like winning each other over from, coming from 2 different people with 2 different backgrounds and behaviors, and thought it was nice.
Well, thankfully it wasn't a rom-com, because that would be just too weird.
Yeah.
Sweet, charming, cute movie. It's a typical Nancy Myers movie. I like her work because she's very mature. Well, she is like in her 60s, so she knows how to write grown-up material, and she does it well.
Hi, Jules. I'm Ben, your new intern.
I'm glad you also see the humor in this.
Be hard not to.
Don't feel like you have to dress up.
I'm comfortable in a suit if it's okay.
Old school.
At least I'll stand out.
I don't think you're gonna need a suit to do that.
Want the door open or closed?
Doesn't matter. Open, actually. You get used to me.
Look forward to it.
Some of the business lingo kind of lost me a little bit, but it was very smart. It was very smart.
Kind of like What Women Want.
Yeah.
It was more of a workplace movie, like how this one is.
As far as workplace goes, I do kind of like this one a little better.
Yeah, this is like more for the age, more for the generation.
Yeah.
Internet, fashion, stuff like that. But the movie did have a really nice piece of comedy. The heist.
That was my favorite.
But to me, it was like, at the beginning, it felt out of place.
Yeah.
It felt like, because the movie was like being very like gentle and very sweet, and then all of a sudden it turns into like this
Big comedic kind of thing.
Yeah. It felt a little weird, but yet it was done well enough to where it was funny.
Yeah.
And everyone worked together really nicely in the heist. And I love the reference to Ocean's 11. Everyone was like a certain character. A bigger, chubbier guy was Ben Affleck's brother, and he actually said that.
Yeah.
That was funny. And then they even played the Ocean's 11 song. So that was a nice touch too.
And I kind of like that, like the supporting cast, like the young guys, I feel like they would be kind of I guess, annoying in their comedy in most other, other films or other shows. But in this, I guess they played it off so well that, I mean, I wanted to see more of them, really. I mean, usually I wouldn't like it when, you have a movie focusing on characters very compact, but, you see the rest of the supporting cast that surround, Robert De Niro and Anne Hathaway, and I wanted to see a little bit more of them. They were really well directed and performed.
Actually, I thought they were in it more than I thought they were.
Really?
Gonna be, yeah.
Oh.
I thought it was just strictly like, let's focus Robert De Niro and Hathaway and their relationship, and then her relationship at home.
Yeah.
But they were in a little bit more.
Yeah.
Than I thought. But like you said, in any other movie they would have been really annoying.
Yeah.
And like typical younger generational, where I just want to get laid kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. Yeah.
Intern sure keeps busy.
Mr. Congeniality. Everybody loves him. Here she comes. Hey, Beck, what's up? You look really nice. How long can a woman be mad at you for?
I assume you talked to her, apologized.
I emailed her. Subject line, I wrote, I'm sorry, with like a ton of O's. So I was like, I'm sorry. With a sad emoticon where he's crying.
So, I mean, I kind of like that with when Robert De Niro was kind of like, kind of being their uncle in the office. He wasn't just focusing on Anne Hathaway, but, he was also kind of reaching out towards, these young people who didn't know who he was and really opened up.
De Niro's character is a very lovable character. He wants to help everybody.
Yeah. I felt like I was kind of watching a little bit of a spin-off evolved character of Anne Hathaway from The Devil Wears Prada. Yeah. That's like, oh, look, Anne Hathaway has a company now, in fashion or clothes, See,
I like seeing Anne Hathaway in these movies. Like, she fits in these type of movies.
Oh, not like Interstellar?
Yeah, or her, let's say, Batman.
She's more down to earth. Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, she fits that role so perfectly. That'd be typecasting her, but
yeah,
she just fits in these kind of roles.
If you got Angelina Jolie to do a role like this, that's out of place.
But being a Nancy Myers fan, I've always had a feeling Anne Hathaway would be good in a Nancy Myers movie, and she was. She fit perfectly.
I almost cried. The ending. Whoo! She got me all feels.
Now the little twist of the movie where De Niro discovers something.
That was predictable. I saw that coming from a mile away.
It was predictable, but the thing I liked was that she didn't get mad at De Niro for not telling her. Like every other movie, she would be like, "What?
Oh,
How did you know this?
Why didn't you tell me?
Yeah,
You're supposed to be my best friend."
Yeah, and then they break up, and then they spend a whole chunk of the movie trying to make up because she kind of knew the thing. And even with the other person involved, it didn't take forever for her to be like, "Oh, I hate you," and she wanted to fix it. So they did.
Oh my God, if they went that way, would have threw me off.
Our investors just think that a seasoned CEO could take some things off your plate.
I did not see that coming.
She's just trying to do right by everybody. The company, the family. The pressure is unbelievable. You started this business all by yourself a year and a half ago, and now you have a staff of 220 people. Remember who did that?
Renee Russo, I wish she had more parts.
Mm-hmm. I thought she was.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to be in it a little more.
Her and her romance with De Niro, I wish they shined on that a little bit more. But my favorite line of the movie was when he was with Renee Russo. They were walking on the street on their date, and they were telling each other about their lives. And she says, "I was sick, but I'm better now." It's realistic because obviously she's pointing to the fact that she used to have cancer. She had it. She's moving on. She doesn't want to talk about it. And again, that's another fact in a different movie that easily could have turned out into a whole sentimental scene and slowed the movie down. De Niro saying, "What did you have?" And
so it points out many characteristics of a character, but not completely, overshadowing to focus on every little thing.
Yeah.
Because some movies tend to do that, and that gets a little annoying, and you lose track of what you're really trying to show the audience.
And then it overshadows them being on a date. So I really like that line.
It's a feel-good movie. It surprised me a little bit more. It kind of exceeded my expectations just a little bit more than I thought it was going to be. So I'm glad I saw it.
And De Niro and Anne Hathaway, I thought they had really good chemistry.
Yeah. You're not going to see that in most other movies that are going to be in theaters this year. So It was a change. It was different.
For me, the only thing that really suffers in this movie is like every other Nancy Meyers movie. The movie runs too long. Other than that, I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was cute. It was sad.
Anyways, final grade?
I try not to be biased because I like her so much, but
Yeah.
honestly, I would have to go with an A minus.
B plus.
Hey, not bad. That's better than I thought he was gonna give it.
Good times.
The truth is, something about you makes me feel calm, more centered or something. I could use that, obviously.
All right, again, I'm Jaren,
Aaron,
and this was your review on.
the intern.
All right.
How in one generation have men gone from guys like Jack Nicholson and Harrison Ford to...
Oh boy.
I'm Fiona, the house masseuse. Love that there's another oldie but goodie here. How's that been?
Well, for that, oh boy.
You're not as old as I thought you were.